We have these long hallways and the team rooms are at the end of each hallway. We would have to yell out of the room, down the hallway, or go and run for help and leave the patient by themselves before SyncTimes. And then we would have to do an overhead page to call a code, and that would activate everybody to come to the room.
Before SyncTimes, we called manual codes, where you had to pick up a phone and call a code over an overhead page system, and not every room had a phone. So if you had an emergency, you just had to open the door and yell for help, which can be very life-threatening, dangerous if there's a real situation happening. It also was not safe for our staff if they had an aggressive patient in a room.
Just saying I needed somebody else's help, it would be a good 5 minutes from the time I was able to get anybody to hear me yelling outdoor. And now with SyncTimes, we're less than a minute.
Now that we have SyncTimes, we have a way to call other people to come to the room for either whether it be security or a code or just needing help with a procedure. There's a way to contact our team members to have them come help us.
So now that we have SyncTimes, the way that we call a code is that we can call a code from the room. We don't have to leave the patient alone. An overhead page will go throughout the entire clinic, and that way everyone's aware. They're also able to see what room it's in and see how many people are in there. And we also can track the code through SyncTimes to see when it started, when it ended, how many people were in the room.
Because it goes to every SyncTime device, and it has a nice little banner. So if you didn't hear what it said, you can see what it said, and you're able to find it. And now SyncTimes has added some flashing lights. So just in case you are in your mode, you can at least follow the lights to it, which is all helpful, especially in those emergency situations.